I'm at home. I don't know what episode this is, but today is what? Friday? Friday, August 12th. No, July 12th, I'm sorry. Go to LA next week, Pittsburgh next week. And I just got done doing my back and it's fucked up right now. But anyway, man, I'm gonna tell you about a little bit about just my journey, in bodybuilding. I first got started in 2012. A friend of mine, he was into bodybuilding, and I watched him go through a show or whatever, and then I really didn't understand like prepping and anything like that. So he invited me to the show, and I didn't go. So he was pissed, So next show I went, and I seen Michael Anderson and Michael Pulley, and I was like, man, I want to do that, So I went back, I trained, I did my first show. My first show actually was my former coach, Mike Davies' show. It was the Ohio State show. And I don't know where I placed, but it wasn't good. I wasn't top 5, And so at the time, I'm like, man, I spent all this money, all this time, put in all this work, and I ain't getting nothing, man. I ain't never doing that again. I'm gonna find something else to do. And so, my dude, he let me go for like 2 months. Found my way back to the gym. I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it again. It ain't like I'm doing nothing else now. I don't know anything at this time. I'm just trying it out or whatever. And I like to work out to stay in shape. So, I tried it again. My second show was in Pittsburgh, Pro-Am. I believe Mark Anthony won that day. This is like the beginning of men's physique, And so I got there, back to the show. It's one of the funnest shows I've ever been to. If you go to the Pittsburgh show, you know that all of the guest posers are there, So once again, I don't know nothing. So I'm backstage, show up I had. So that day I got third. And, I was getting mistaken for being a pro that day, and, everybody like that I kept coming, man, you should have won. So, I went back home, and I was just thinking like, I was like, damn, should I go like try to get my pro card, or, should I try to do a national show or not? So I was like, my dude was like, well, don't nobody know you. And I'm thinking to myself, they know me as the dude who should have won. I don't know what you're talking about. So I did the Mike Francois the next week, which is, to me, I thought was a smaller show. And I got 4th. And I'm like, man, I ain't come in looking no worse. Like, man, what the hell? So, Tamara, she told me, like, yo, go see what the judges, feedback. That's when I first started getting feedback. I went and got the feedback. And then, Andy, he was like, man, don't worry about it. You'll have a career on the next level. So I'm like, what? Career on the next level? Ain't no way. Like, how I got 4th today, So my next show was North American. I went out and I partied all summer. Like 6 weeks out, I got with Mike Davies, and we cooked it. Went to the North Americans, got my pro card. And then, I tried to make a name for myself. So my first pro show was Sacramento Pro. 2013 at the end of the year. Now I felt like I looked good. I don't care. You can go look at the pics, So I ended up getting 10th that day, and I felt like my placing should have been better, But I was out west. I didn't know anything about anything. That show, I was 4th call outs, first show. I'm hot, Like I said, ended up 10th place, and then from that point, 2014. My money was low. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a journey, So I really didn't have any money. I think that year I just did Oklahoma, I believe, and I wasn't on. I wasn't dieting like I was supposed to. I don't know what place I got. 2015, got my money together, got back on track, and I was able to do the Arnold. That was the inaugural year, And I forgot the Orlando Pro Show. That was another show I did. Actually, Orlando was my first pro show, I think. It wasn't Sacramento, it was Sacramento. Sorry, I don't know, I'm losing track. But from that point, I did the Arnold. I think I placed top 10, and I think I was like 9th. And then I got my first pro win that year. I was second at Pittsburgh, and Ryan Terry won that day. And I kind of died out on the stage and posing, and I learned a lesson. So if you see me, when I don't move from posing, that's why, because that day, I felt like I could have won. And I didn't, so I had to learn a lesson. You gotta understand in the journey, man, sometimes when things don't go your way, you learn a lesson. So every single time things didn't go my way, I seen what was wrong and I continued to fix it. So I was able to get my first win, New York Pro, 2015. And that was a good feeling, man. You know, all of the things you've been working on, and you know, or the grind, you know, it all paid off. You know, so went to the Olympia that year, placed top 10, and then 2016 came in burning hot. Got second at the Arnold and cooked the entire year. You know, won my second New York Pro, won Pittsburgh, placed top 6 at the at the Olympia that year. And then 2017 came, and you know, I had a bad show at the end of the year. I think it was 16, one of those years. I had a bad show. It was Palm Springs, and you know, you can go look at the packages. You know, I came back. I had a great show at the Arnold 2018. 2017, I believe. I'm getting, like I said, getting a little blurred. But that year that I didn't get a win was 18. I'm sorry, 2017. I won Dre Dillard. That was the year I won Dre Dillard. And then 2018 is the year I'm talking about. Another top 10 in Olympia 2017, and 2018 came top 5 at the Arnold. That's when I came back with Mike Davies. And then look at my packages from Utah. You know, I pulled up in back to Dre Dillard again. Go look at the packages. I don't feel like, you know, I slipped. You know, I had that one bad show. So then this year came around, switched coaches. See me at the Arnold. I put on some size. Came with a completely different look. Followed back with Salt Lake, which I slaughtered. You know, got third place in Dre Dillard. Took a break. You know, so right now you see me in the off season, and I'm gearing up for this Olympia. It's gonna be trouble. 'Cause I'm feeling great. You know, so my mind's good. I'm relaxed. I'm in a relaxed environment. No stress. Got everything I need. You know. So stay tuned.
Oh Lord, cause the levels to the shit, can't fuck my hoe, cause the levels to this bitch. No. And I be rockin' powder like the devil in this bitch, and the breaking bad like a gold medal to this bitch, Lord. And I'm happy as a get, shining like a motherfucker.